watch friends, welcome back. Recently I did a video comparing two field watches, the Seiko SNK 809 and the Hamilton Khaki mechanical. What I thought I'd do is do a quick video now, put them on the time grapher and see how they compare. So first up will be the Seiko. And what I like to do is whenever I put a watch on the time grapher, I like to give it a few minutes for it to settle down. So that's what I'll be doing right now. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes, and usually after 2, 3, or 4 minutes, the accuracy as measured by the time grapher gets a little bit better. In this case, it looks like the Seiko SNK 809 is somewhere between 40 and 45 seconds fast per day. Not very good. Just to review, the rate, which is basically the accuracy of the movement, is how fast or how slow the movement runs in seconds per day, either running fast or running slow. As you can see, the Seiko SNK 809 isn't all that great as far as accuracy goes. Somewhere around plus 40 to 45 seconds per day. It's running fast, not very good. The amplitude is the measure of the amount of rotation in the swing of the balance wheel in either direction. And it's an indicator of the health of the movement. 262 degrees really isn't all that bad. It's acceptable in the 250 to 270 range. Anything more than 270 up to around 300 or 310 is considered great. So the balance wheel is really in pretty good shape. The beat error is the amount of time that the swing of the balance wheel goes in either direction, from one side of the oscillation to the other. 0.1 milliseconds is really pretty good. And as you saw, this Seiko watch has a frequency of 21,600 beats per hour. Let's try the Hamilton and see how that does. This is the Hamilton Kaki mechanical. Again, I like to give it a few minutes to settle down to give us the best reading. And you can see that the movement beats at a higher frequency. It's 28,800 beats per hour. Right off the bat, the amplitude is in the high 290s, which is excellent. That really is quite good. So it's a very strong movement. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes. So what can we tell about the Hamilton? Well, the Hamilton runs roughly between 15 and 20 seconds fast per day. In this case, the longer it's on the time grapher, the better, the more consistent results I get. But still, it's not what I would call great. Better than the Seiko, but not great. The amplitude is excellent. 295 degrees is very, very good. The beat error ranged from 0.1 to 0.3 milliseconds. That's definitely a great beat error. And again, that shows that as the balance wheel oscillates from one direction to the other, it's more or less doing it the same amount on each side. And of course, we can see that the frequency of this watch is 28,800. So, what do these results show? Well, first of all, the Seiko, as I mentioned in my full review of both watches, the Seiko is a $60 watch. Street price is about $60. I think you can even find it for around $50 if you try very hard. So it's a $60 watch or a $50 watch. It's an automatic, and you pretty much get what you pay for. Nice watch, nice introduction to a mechanical automatic watch, but the accuracy isn't all that great. The Hamilton, on the other hand, is about a $250 watch. Street price is about $250, so it's 4 or 5 times the price of the Seiko. It's a manually wound movement, and it's definitely got better results than the Seiko. Just a note, in both cases, the watches are fully wound. The Seiko I've worn 24 hours a day for the last 5 days, so it's fully wound. And the Hamilton, I wound it up every morning for the last 5 days, so that's fully wound as well. Obviously, as the watch winds down, the amplitude might go down, but you can see for yourself what the results are. The other thing I wanted to check out is the Loom on both watches. So I have a ultraviolet flashlight here, and I'm going to charge the hands and the hour markers on each watch. Just give it a few seconds to charge the Loom. Same thing with the Hamilton. This is one of the best and fastest ways to charge the luminosity, is with an ultraviolet flashlight like this. Okay, so let me turn the lights off and we'll see how the Loom looks. Okay, so here's the Seiko. Kind of a nice, straightforward Loom. Isn't all that bright. There is a little bit of light in my office here. You can see the hands are loomed. The second hand is loomed. And there's a pip at each hour marker. It can be seen in the dark. And let's look at the Hamilton. Hamilton only has the hour hand and minute hand loomed. Also the second hand, you can see the second hand moving there. So as far as loom goes, I think the nod goes to the Seiko. Again, holding them side by side. It's easier to see the Seiko than it is the Hamilton. So there you have it, the Seiko SNK 809 and the Hamilton Kaki Mechanical. As far as accuracy goes, it's clear that the Hamilton's a better watch than the Seiko, but it's also 4 or 5 times more expensive. As far as luminosity goes, the Seiko is better than the Hamilton. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.